For the past 7 years, I've been living in Vancouver, and most of my exploring has been between British Columbia and Alberta. But I've always had this curiosity about what life is like on the East Coast, especially since so many of my good friends have moved out there. And they say there's so much more to offer. So today we're finally going to see what it's all about, and we'll be spending 4 days in Toronto and then taking a road trip to Montreal. So I can't wait to take you along with me on this adventure, and without further ado, I hope you enjoy it as much as we will. I have a bad habit of procrastinating things at the last minute, so it's currently 7:40 p.m. and our flight tomorrow to Toronto departs at 6 a.m. and I have not yet packed, so this is fun. Low-key stressed, but usually I go in lightning mode, focus mode, God mode, whatever you call it, and I will get things done. All right, I just want to give you guys a bit of context as to what the weather will be like. Toronto, it's going to be hovering at around 13 to 22 degrees, so it does feel like spring even when we're in autumn season. Oh, it's going to be cloudy for the most part of our stay in Toronto, which is good, and hopefully we'll catch a bit of sunny weather when we're in Montreal. So please always check the weather app before you go outside or before you pack any items, just so your looks are in sync with the weather. Quick update, our flight got delayed. We were supposed to depart at 6 a.m., but now it's been pushed to 7:50 a.m., which kind of worked out in the end because we got more sleep at least. But yeah, we're just waiting for security, and after that, we'll be on our way to our gate. First time on the East Coast. Alright, quick update. So we made a car rental reservation. Long story short, the car rental is an integral component in our travels, but we just found out that our reservation was canceled. I am baffled. I'm confused. I don't have the emotional range to show how stressed I am. I'm just hoping that we get a quick fix to this without making a hard dent on our wallets. But the guys here have been very helpful, so let's see what happens next.
Continue on Redford Drive for 1.5 kilometers.
Managed.
Air Canada basically delayed us by 3 hours, delayed the flight by 3 hours. That 3 hour cost us a cancel booking from the car rental. Now we're scrambling trying to find another car rental. That was the first option we looked at. However, the options available were insanely overpriced.
What made it stressful is because our trip started in Toronto and we will be driving to Montreal, and then from Montreal we're flying back to Vancouver. So the car is a very integral component in our whole trip. So without it, it's pretty much like, what do? We just Uber all the way. So it's gonna run us up very quickly if we just sorted to that. And obviously we won't be able to see everything that we needed to see if we were like Niagara Falls.
Oh, we would have done it.
I mean, we would have found a way, but it's gonna cost a lot more time But yeah, I mean, we have the car. If we're looking at the bright side, we do have a car right now.
We did overpay for it.
We did overpay for it.
Yeah.
But if I were to like peel all the layers and really see the bright side of it, I mean, we have a car. The trip's still going. It's our first day. It's a rough first day, but yeah, well, we managed. So.
What is this place?
Okie dokie. Not too shabby. A little dark, a little depressing, but it'll do. So tired, but I'm just so glad that we're finally at the hotel. There's even there. Nice, nice. Alright, we just finished unloading our luggage at the hotel. We're staying at a Best Western. Not bad, not bad. Breakfast included, you know? Something. But yeah, we're scoping out dinner options now. I would be so stressed driving here. Like, you literally miss one turn and you're like in a whole different area. So
In Vancouver, it's like a straight line. Everything's on a grid pattern where it's so much easier to navigate. Here, it's like a squirrel trying to find a nut just randomly and sporadically around the forest or something.
I actually posted a question on my IG asking people which places to check out and where to eat, and some of you, there were like a couple of you that recommended Pizzeria Badiali. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but yeah, that's what we're checking out. But what's crazy to me is that it's a 22-kilometer drive, but it will take us 43 minutes to get there. The good thing though is that pizzeria is located in downtown, where we need to be and where all the exploring will be happening for the first day. So yeah, kind of ties in. So let's see if it's as good as most of you say it is. Whoa, that's kind of bright. All right, folks, nightlife already. It's currently 7:30. We're along, I don't know where we are, but we are on the street now. And like, first impressions, like the whole vibe, like just driving through this kind of reminds me of like Commercial Drive in Vancouver, but on steroids. So that's fun. There's a lot of like cute and quirky houses. Parking is just as difficult to find, but yeah, we're just a couple steps away from that pizzeria, so let's check it out. Oh no, the lineup. I'm so hangry, but hopefully the wait is worth it. So close yet so far. Let's see what the hype is all about. Life changing?
It's pretty mid.
Must be hungry, but it is good. Whoa, they have a whole store dedicated to Joe Fresh, Shoppers Drug Mart, and we don't have this in Vancouver, right? I mean, Loblaws owns a lot of the stores, like Superstore, but these are Loblaws. I'm sorry, my accent. But this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, this looks so boozy. Where are we? Why don't we have this in Vancouver?
No, look how well these things are like stacked.
So neat. Everything's so neat and organized. Well, our version of it, I guess the closest is Safeway, right?
No, like we have a urban, what's that?
Yeah.
Urban something. What's the name? Well, like this is kind of Superstore, but like fancier.
Yeah, the higher tier. The tier above Superstore.
Superstore, and then there's Freshco? No, not Freshco.
Freshco is like below.
I like the barbecue.
Now, loading up for our road trip. Alright guys, that's a wrap on this vlog. I just wanted to give you a quick look at what it's like traveling from Vancouver to Toronto, but trust me, there's much more coming from our first day here. Scenic spots, awesome finds, you don't want to miss it. I'll be dropping that content soon, but right now I'm actually in between travels and probably headed to Montreal as you're watching this. But yeah, if you're into vlogs like this, especially all things Canada travel, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and also drop a comment below on what you'd love to see next. Anyway, thanks for watching, be kind, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers!